There we go. Howdy. Just so that there's proof. Hello. It's like a big, giant Galaxy Note. The Galaxy Note is the 5.5-inch device. I had one in my hand. I was going to buy one. And then the deal fell apart. I think I talked about it. But yeah, iPad Mini. There it is. I don't think there's anybody behind me. Okay. I think I have a pretty long drive ahead of me, so I haven't done this in a few days. Figured it'd be a good time to cut loose and talk a bit. Get some shit off my chest. How's it going? What's happening? What's new? Hey, Jen, if you're watching this, I really should email you and just ask you straight up, but can I put those episodes of webcams back online? I'd like to. I really would. And it's not like super imperative, but you know, one of the things I'm going to start doing, you've seen what I have been doing, the new promotional effort that I'm doing through Horbarong Facebook page, and the graphics, the quote graphics. I want to start doing that for webcams, and I guess it would, you know, it'd be nice to, I think, maybe start. I don't know. I should probably start from the beginning and go outwards, but certainly the Devil's Nutsack would be a really good one to do, just because there's a lot of good quotable lines in that. So please, Jen, let me know if it's okay to bring that shit back. I think it is, but you know, I won't do anything until I have your blessing. So anyway, what is going on? What is going on? Well, my world is complicated, but at the moment, I am in very narrowly focused on caffeine because I'm pretty much done with it. I'm taking one more pass through the movie to get the audio as clean as possible. I just had a brief comment exchange with Rob telling him, and it's a frustration I've been having with it. You know, I began shooting last summer, and what I knew about this movie was that it was going to take a lot of time to shoot. So I have to keep it as consistent as possible. So however I was going to start shooting it, that was going to be how I was going to finish shooting it. And what that means, and I've said this before, but for the sake of not making you go back and digging through the videos to figure out when I said it, what that means is when I started shooting, I started with the narrator bits, and I had set up the Zoom mic with a lapel mic, and when I listened to the audio, it was garbage. I think the batteries were dying, and I didn't know what the hell was, but I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know what was going on with it. And the audio on the narrator bits was horrible, and if I was going to use the footage that I had shot, I would have to use the camera audio. That was also the on-camera microphone that was recorded at the same time. So at that time, I kind of just, since I was still at the front end of it, you know, looking forward at this mammoth project that needed to be recorded, simplicity was the name of the game. So I said, fuck it, I will just record using the camera audio and make it work. So now that I'm on the back end of it, with the entire project, the mammoth project complete, I just wish I had gone that extra mile to figure out to record with how to record proper audio I just wish I had done that, because I think it's going to work. I think it's getting closer and closer to the point where I'm happier with it. That's what this final pass through the movie is. Just figure out better ways to balance out the audio. But it just would have been a hell of a lot easier if I had done it right in the first place. So I know there's a couple of guys on Facebook, they're not watching this, but there's a couple of guys on Facebook that are getting ready to shoot their own feature-length movie. I don't know why I'm being sarcastic about it, because I just did my own feature-length movie. I'm like, well, I did it right. Mine's going to be 1,000 times better than yours. Yours is going to be... Nah, I'm kidding. I do feel superior, though, right? I feel superior. If you're going to do it, do the legwork, because if you complete it, if you finish it, you want to be proud of that piece of work. And if you didn't go that extra mile with the audio, and you don't know how to make the audio work, it's gonna pull it down. It's gonna really ruin it for you. My advice: go the extra mile. Figure out how to record it. Record that audio, and just do it. Just do it. Just figure it out. Because if you do finish the project at the end of the day, at the end of the year, at the end of however long it takes, you will thank me. You will thank yourself and thank me. So, yes. And that's where I'm at. I'm at this point where I have about 15 or 20 minutes of the movie left to key. I'm just basically going through it again, each shot balancing that audio out, adjusting the sliders, and blending. What essentially is doing is blending the audio from one shot to the other to make it as seamless as possible. It's stuff that I had initially started learning to do through webcams. Sometimes it's done well on webcams. Sometimes I say, fuck it, it's people on their webcams. There's only so much you can do. An additional frustration about it is that, I've talked at length about Final Cut Pro's ability to save the audio, and I thought I was going to be able to do that here, and I think I'm doing it to the extent. There's just this automatic hum removal, background noise removal, and it's just, I think it's small. I think it should be used. I think the trick is that it should be used sparingly, and maybe for a 5-minute video that's fine, but when you're trying to apply this to a 74-minute movie, it's not as seamless. It's not as good as it should be. There are parts where it makes it too digital. I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm gonna do export two versions of the movie. One when I'm done, one that has the audio correction on it, and then the other that's just the balanced audio that I've been working on, and see which one I prefer. But either way, what I'm looking at essentially is that this movie is going to be done this week. I mean, unless because I had 29 notes yesterday of 29 notes on 29 shots and sequences that needed to be fixed, and I'm pretty sure those are done. I'm gonna probably finish it tonight or tomorrow, export, preview it, watch it again with Sam, and take notes and see what else needs to be tweaked. But I think this is it. I think this is literally it. This is the last week I'm going to be working on the production of Caffeine. And that's... I mean, there's still going to be a lot of work in terms of promotion and, the more videos and trailers and scenes and graphics and quotes and all that that fun advertising stuff. But the actual process of shooting an entirely self-produced movie, it's just about done. Just about done. So that's my world. That's my world. That's where I am right now. There's some other shit happening. I'm going to deliver the real estate website this weekend, and I would say it's probably 85% done. I have copy that I have to write, and the difficult part there is that I have so little material to begin with that I have to really just pull shit out of my ass to fill in these pages. So I need to do that. I'll probably, again, tonight, tomorrow. Tomorrow's I think the meeting, I'm gonna meet her on Saturday to deliver it. But the good news is that it's gonna be a nice little paycheck. I haven't tallied everything up, but it'll be a nice little paycheck, and I'm happy with that. And then, I've got all the creative. The disappointment for me is the Steadicam stuff, the video walkthroughs. I'm disappointed in how those came out. I think they do the trick. They're good. They're okay, but it's just one of those things where I need to do more of them to get better at it and figure out what I'm actually looking for as I'm doing it. And it probably would help to get the LCD backpack, to get some sort of viewfinder on the GoPro, so that I can actually see what I'm shooting as I'm shooting it. But there's the Steadicam has a tendency, when you move too fast, to start swaying side to side, and I think that's the most noticeable blemish in the videos. And it's just not anything. I mean, I don't really have an opportunity to go back and reshoot. It's the sort of thing where you gotta kind of have to get it right the first time around. And it's just the sort of thing that you need practice with. Yeah, so I'm disappointed about that. But we'll see. It could be a very internally critical, you are your worst critic sort of moment, where the client probably won't care. She'll just be happy that the material exists. I guess where I have a problem with that is that I want to be able to use that as an example on my own website, as use all that collateral, but it's hard to do if I'm not. I want to use the best material possible, and I'm not sure that is the best. So there's that. Keep making the rounds. Work just is. It's miserable. It's horrible. But I think, I gave myself that April deadline, and I feel really good about it. I feel good about, this baby steps approach where, it's not, okay, 2 weeks I gotta get out of here, but, April, 2 months I gotta get out of here. And there's a lot of things that I have to accomplish on the way, and that just makes it so much more palatable and manageable. And I think, I hit that really low mark, and as far as my mood and how I'm dealing with shit at work. But again, I think I'm that April deadline that's growing on me, and that reality, that just commitment to it is settling in, and that makes everything else more palatable, more I can cope with it better. I've told one person, another person knows that I have these intentions. They don't know that it's April. I feel, and it could just be me, but I feel like there's been this, I'm striving to create something that I'm proud of and that we as a group can be proud of. And my boss is adamantly saying, no, we cannot create something that's good, essentially. And I feel, I've been fighting for quality, something that we can be proud of, something that we want to put our names on. And I think that's created this I think there's a tension, but I could be wrong. And I feel like I'm winding that down. I'm taking this, making an effort to start winding other things down. I'm packing up my office in small, tiny little chunks, and it's just, I have to feel like I'm moving in that direction to be out of there and to be independent. I have to feel like that. I think that's the only thing that's going to keep me sane right now. And I'm going to do my best. Finally got my ad account approved on Facebook, and this is really cool. The initial day, the first day, it was like, okay, this is going to be another failed advertising experiment. I started out $5. I upped it to $10 a day. And it's a very basic turnkey package where they say, do you want to promote your page? Yes. Set your budget. We'll do the rest. And I should probably be using the other settings to customize an ad and be a little bit more aggressive with it. But it's this very basic promotion targeting people in Orlando. And in 2 days, I have picked up 2 or 3 days? 2 days. I've spent like $15, $20 so far. And I've picked up like 10 new likes on the page. And I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with that because I know these are real people. It's not like these other scams and shit online and other promotional stuff that I've done. I mean, they're genuine people. They hit the like button unless they take more action to unsubscribe from the page or unlike the page. They will be interacting with my content. And they liked it because hopefully they saw the ad, they clicked the ad, they saw something that they liked on the page, and they said, okay, I dig this content. I'm interested to see what else there is on an ongoing basis. So, you know, that's a real genuine connection, and I'm stoked about that. I really am stoked about that. It's you know, in everything we've done from the beginning of YouTube to the self-publishing to personal websites and blogs, this feels like one of the most legitimate ways to really expand my audience and reach out to people. And that coupled with that new Facebook strategy, you know, I think as long as I stay persistent and I have the budget to keep it going, it's gonna pay off. It's a worthwhile endeavor. So there's that. What else? Not much else. I need to work on book sales. I really do, and you know, aside from the little things that I'm doing on Facebook, I'm not sure how else I can push those. I need to do a video for Religiously Roasted. That's on my to-do list at some point. It's funny, I've been, when I look back at if you haven't done this, the other thing I really am liking about the Facebook page is there are very useful, very rich statistics on their Insight page, and it's just to see every little post and ranking and how it's being spread and how it's being seen and interacted with. It's fantastic. It's really we've come a long way since my video about how much I hated Facebook. Perspectives, right? Perspectives. Anyhow, Stay Creative has morphed into Get Creative. I'm at the sucky part of the drive, and my noodling, vlogging brain has kind of shut down. This is the part where I need to be able to be fully engaged with the video camera. And I'm not. So, I should probably just turn this off. They can't all be winners every minute. Alright. Get creative, guys. Get fucking creative.